position, and Prost is really going for it.
Yes, as I was saying, he really looks as if he means business. He said that he was consolidating his point situation over the last few races, driving to finish. Here he was going to go for it, which obviously he has to, because second place is no good to him in terms of winning the championship if it's behind Ayrton Senna.
And already Prost is leading by over 2.5 seconds. This is on lap 3, and we're riding now with Ayrton Senna. Now, look at the way the Brazilian drives. But this enormous Japanese crowd is absolutely spellbound. You can see that there is some dampness in the atmosphere from the vortices that are swirling off the rear wing of Senna's McLaren Honda.
Stage very much set for dramatic finale to the World Championship. Senna, who has always a favourite to win the races, being shown the way at the moment by Alain Prost. There's no way that Senna's playing any form of a waiting game. This is a sprinting business. Senna looks closer to me now.
Indeed he is. The gap is down to 3.5 seconds.
And Senna not too far distant in the background, and the gap is 4.6 seconds. So Senna's pit stop a little bit slower. He hasn't lost much, and the stage is now set.
3.7 seconds between race leader Prost on the half-distance lap 26 and the man you're riding with, world champion of 1988, Ayrton Senna.
It is not going to be easy for Senna to get past Prost.
I have a nasty feeling, nevertheless, that Alain Prost is starting to be in trouble. Gerhard Berger out on lap 35, having consistently held third position. That means Nannini moves up into third position.
We have very high emotions running in both those cockpits. With the drivers, it wouldn't be unreasonable to say that they hate each other.
Nothing to lose. We're riding now with Senna, world champion. Lap 46 out of 53. Prost is in his sights. The world championship chance is in his sights.
Has he got something up his sleeve, or will he try? It looks to me as if he has no obvious answer. Will he try something desperate? He's shown himself capable of doing that. Prost is making sure that Senna will have to do something like that, because he is, as I say, going slowly into the corners, getting early on the power, and an anxious McLaren team there, and Senna again closer than ever before. Well, and just look at this, because Ayrton Senna, who can get going again, but he's been pushed, that's outside assistance. Start there.
Well, that is contentious. The rule says that you can be pushed if you are judged to be in a dangerous position. So it could well come down to car handling. The Benetton-Ford winning and a Benetton winning, and Senna is still leading. Senna with this twisted nose cone and very dodgy handling, and it's coming to pieces. He's going to have to come into the pits to have it replaced. He goes off. He's lost downforce, of course.
And here we see again. Now, you see that Senna is going in tight. He's inside Prost, but not in front. And the point is, at a slow corner like that, there's never any danger, and Prost was always going to turn into him, whether it be it right or wrong.
Can Ayrton Senna, with this new nose cone, depending on what the position is, either be that the stewards will be taking a part in the deliberations, but now on lap 52, which is the last but one, Senna undoubtedly leads.
And as we speak, Alain Prost is in race control talking to Jean-Marie Balestre, the president of FISA, so the politics may have started already, because I don't think they're going to go away quickly. But suffice it to say, this has been an absolutely enthralling race. We saw a quite outstanding drive from Alain Prost with all the old spark and everything. We've seen Ayrton, the very best fighting speed.
Finish takes his highest ever place, second. The two Williams cars of Riccardo Patrese and Thierry Boutsen, third and fourth. A sensational Japanese Grand Prix, but there was more to come when a joyful Ayrton Senna, believing he had won, learned that he'd been disqualified. Not for being push-started from a dangerous position, that was legal, but for avoiding the chicane after he got going. So, Alessandro Nannini was declared to be the race winner in Japan, which automatically meant that a bitter and indignant Alain Prost had won his third World Championship.
Very difficult because the stress was absolutely unbelievable this year, and I had my worst year in Formula One, and I learned a lot this year, especially on the human side. To be very honest, you know, I was absolutely sure that I'm going to win the race, and or the way he drives is very good. I must say, it's absolutely unbelievable quick. But for me, I mean, it's driving too hard. I mean, you know, it's and if you have two drivers like this in Formula One, then you have accident everywhere.